Good morning. Welcome to this Unitarian Universalist Church, which includes our congregations in Birmingham and Tuscaloosa, and our folks online. Whoever you are, whomever you love, wherever you are today, and wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are welcome here. To all who are here this morning, welcome home. Today is RE Sunday, when we celebrate our fantastic children and youth and the grown-ups who help make our RE program wonderful. The prelude prepares us for worship.
May this flame, symbol of transformation since time began, fire our curiosity, strengthen our wills, and sustain our courage as we seek what is good within and around us. In the spirit of inclusivity and welcome, please take a few moments to greet those around you, especially those you may not recognize. Folks online, please greet each other around in the chat.
you have this, and I have this, and I have that. I did in order.
I followed our lines. Who's not even gonna be here? Oh, they can hear us. Miss Courtney!
You know, you could cut across the room. Yes. All right, please rise in body and spirit to sing our opening hymn. Number 361, Enter, Rejoice, and Come in the hardcover hymnal. I would also like to invite our young songbird with the music. Come on up, song leaders.
Should we switch when we sing? No, look. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your ears, everyone. Open your ears to the song. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Open your hearts, everyone. Open your hearts, everyone. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Don't be afraid of some change. Don't be afraid of some change. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Enter, rejoice, and come in. Today will be a joyful day. Enter, rejoice, and come in.
Miss Courtney, do I just go ahead? All right. Woo, I'm already here. All right. It works out. Okay. Good morning. I'm Ollie, and I'm the child of a member of the board. Please read the bottom of your connection card before you turn it in. We have lots of volunteer opportunities this week. Our church is supported by those who call our church home and those who support the efforts of our church to change our world for the better. I forgot where I was. Hold up. All right, found it. We're good. If this is your first time with us, please pass the plate. We are just glad you are here. We share our cash plate every Sunday with organizations whose work reflects UU values to care for marginalized persons, advocate for real and systemic change, defend our environment, and prevent. What? Why are you coming? Oh, okay. Sorry. I don't know where I am. Give me a minute. And promote justice and equity for all. Yellowhammer Fund is a 501c3 abortion advocacy and reproductive justice organization serving Alabama, Mississippi, and the Deep South. They are committed to community education and empowerment, public advocacy, and development of the mutual aid to ensure that our friends, families, and neighbors never go without the critical resources they need. We appreciate your donations either by placing them in the plate, by mailing your donations to the church, or by using PayPal, Venmo, or Zelle. More information is found in the order of service in the lower right corner. Thank you so much for your generous support of our church and our Share the Plate recipient. May we give in love and in hope. Are you singing? This is the offertory? Yes. Oh. I close my eyes and I can see a world that's waiting up for me, that I call my own. Through the door, through where no one's been before, and it feels like home. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say I've lost my mind. I don't care, so call me crazy. We can live in a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make. There's a house we can build. Every room inside is filled with things from far away. Special things I compile, each one there to make you smile on a rainy day. They can say it all sounds crazy. They can say we've lost our minds. I don't care if they call us crazy. Run away to a world that we design. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me awake. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. Oh, a million dreams for the world we're gonna make. However big, however small, let me be part of it all. Share your dreams with me. You may be right, you may be wrong, but say that you'll bring me along to the world you'll see. To the world I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes to see. 'Cause every night I lie in bed, the brightest colors fill my head. A million dreams are keeping me away. A million dreams. I think of what the world could be, a vision of the one I see. A million dreams is all it's gonna take. A million dreams for the world we're gonna make. For the world we're gonna make.
Fabulous job. It is such a joy to have our children and youth leading the service this morning. Now we turn our minds and hearts toward one another as we extend our compassion out into the world. We think of all of those who are ill, those who are in pain, either in body or in spirit, those who are lonely, those who have been wronged. We also celebrate in Tuscaloosa, Deb Crocker and Ron Buda have a new grandbaby that they are delighted about. And today we lift up Viana and her mother, Brenda's husband David, who's recovering from surgery, and all of those other issues that are unnamed today. So for those of you online, please share your joys and sorrows in the chat and hold one another in love. For those of you in person, you are invited to come forward and drop a stone in honor or in memory of what is on your heart today. Please come forward.
and a spirit of prayer and meditation, followed by a moment of silence. Let us grow a little quieter together. Take a slow breathe in and a slow breathe out. Sometimes the world feels heavy. Sometimes things are unfair or unkind or confusing. And when that happens, it can feel easier to close up or turn away. But we are people who keep our hearts open. And one way we do that is by holding on to joy. Not the kind of joy that pretends everything is okay, but a real kind of joy that can live right alongside hard things. Joy can be small, a laugh, a kind word, a favorite song, a moment of sunshine, a hand to hold. Because when we notice joy, we are saying the world is not only what's broken, there is still goodness there. When we share joy, we are saying we will take care of each other. When we make joy, we are saying we are not giving up. This is why joy can be a kind of resistance. It helps us keep going. It helps us stay connected. It helps us remember what we love. So let us carry joy with us. Let it be a light we keep even when things feel dark. And may that the light guide us to be kinder, braver, and more loving people. May we have a moment of silence. Blessed be.
Good morning. So today we're celebrating. So we're doing things a little differently than we normally do. You may have noticed. A little more fun, a little more peppy. So right now I would like to recognize our OWL program. Invite forward my OWL facilitators that are here with us today. I need Reverend Ruth, I need Lilith and Kylie and Nick, and Cameron, where are you? And Melissa, come forward. So these fine, fabulous folks have been leading our OWL program. So they're gonna help us. Oh yes, definitely. Yay! But we're not just gonna recognize them today. We're also gonna celebrate the kiddos. So today we're celebrating growth. Growth in knowledge and courage and care for ourselves and one another. Our whole lives is more than a program. It's a journey of learning to live with honesty, respect, and responsibility in our relationships and in our bodies. As a Unitarian Universalist community, we affirm that every person is worthy and whole and deserving of dignity. Through OWL, our participants have practiced these values, asking thoughtful questions, listening deeply, and building a foundation of trust and self-understanding. So, I would like to invite my friends who were in my kindergarten through first grade OWL class to come forward. I see Aria, I see Brooke was here. Did any of our other friends come today? Oh, Lily's here. Lily, come forward. So I wanted to give these guys an opportunity to tell you something they learned in OWL. Come here. Do you want to tell somebody what you learned in OWL? Uh-oh. Oh, did you know? Okay, you're gonna let them go first? You don't all have to come up with something. Do you think of something that you learned in OWL? What did you tell them?
I've learned about a lot of things of how pregnancy and I can't.
Okay, that's fine. Do you have something you want to share, Brooke? You don't have to. Okay, that's fine. Well, I just wanted to give you three a little gift. Miss Am, oh, do you have something, Aria? Oh, what do you want to tell them?
I learned that it's okay to have differences.
Yep. We learned good things in OWL. So I wanted the three of you to have a little present to remember your OWL program. And thank you so much. And I hope we see you again for our next OWL. Thank you, friends. So after these friends, I wanted to recognize our 4th through 6th grade kids. You can go ahead and sit down, my friends. So I saw Owen and Selena and Asher. Come on forward, friends. Oh, Corbin. I forgot Corbin. I did not forget Corbin. All right, and I know that these guys, they prepared. They got together as a class and decided what they were going to say, and they elected Asher to be their spokesperson. So Asher, would you like to tell everyone what you guys learned in OWL this year?
These are some of the important things we learned in OWL: sexual and gender identity, puberty, sexual reproduction, intimacy, consent, and healthy relationships.
Good job. Fabulous. And actually, Ruth and Cameron, if you would like to give them their gifts, Miss Amethyst has them for you.
You accidentally said Corbin.
I did. Cameron is not Corbin. This is Corbin. That is Cameron. Different people.
This happens a lot.
It happens a lot. Thank you, friends. All right.
Do you want to trade?
We're going to trade. You can trade later, friends. All right. You can go back to your seats. Thank you. All right, and then the last group that is with us today is our middle schoolers, and I saw all of them here today. So I have Sebastian and Kaya and Ollie. Come on forward. All right. Okay, so now are you going to tell everybody what you guys learned in OWL? Come here.
I was going to say, I'm next doing that.
Yeah, come here.
All right.
Keep it clean.
All right, yeah, so, wait, okay, all right. So, this is actually one of the things like we learned / noticed. So one of the things we saw that there was a need for an update in the wording because a lot of it was either outdated material or like just really old. Yeah.
That's outside of my control.
We sent. Tell them what we did. What did you do? So we sent a letter addressing all of these things that needed to be updated. So yeah.
You have a question? Yes.
Okay. Jacob, excuse me for my language. I learned what a penis looked like. Yep. I did.
I know. They asked if they could say that. I gave them permission. There you go. Do you want to share anything, Sebastian?
We learned why it was called birds and the bees, but I forgot why. So regardless, I vote we call it moths and the lizards from now on because it's basically the same thing but cooler.
There you go. And so if you and Kylie would like to pass them. So I'm going to let their facilitators give them their gifts. They were concerned that they were just going to be books. So they're a little more than just books. All right, thank you. All right, so now let me say good things about these guys. Go back to your seats. There. OWL is a lot of fun, clearly. So let's open our heart in gratitude for these folks' commitment, for the caregivers and mentors that supported them, and for the love that guides this community as we grow in our whole lives. And now you guys have goodies that Amethyst will give you. Well, you can trade.
And we cannot forget the person who organized all of OWL. And so please give your applause for Miss Courtney for making all of this happen. One of Courtney's commitments to this program is collecting owls, so I made her one. So I hope she enjoys it to remind her of all of the hard work that this is. So thank you all for your commitment to the church. Thank you for all you do.
Well, thank you. You guys can go sit down now. We don't get to say anything. Oh, well, do you want to say something? I do. Oh, I have not approved this message. Go ahead, Kylie.
I have had the wonderful privilege of getting to teach all levels of OWL after this year. And I feel like some of you need to know that our middle schoolers, they have 25 workshops. We met 3 Saturdays for like 6 or 7 hours, no joke. The kids put in a lot of hard work. And when they say they learned something, we have a question box that is sometimes overflowing for all of the grade levels. So while they might say silly stuff when they stand up here, they really are going out into the world better prepared than any other kid in their class. So big kudos to the parents.
Thank you, Kylie. That was great. So, as a part of our RE celebration, I thought it would be really great to hear from one of our actual youth today with their own words, written all by themselves. So, if you've not had a chance to meet Chai, you're missing out. They are a total joy to be around. And let's hear what UCB.
Hi. So I wrote this little speech all by myself, and but I. Okay, thank you. So yeah, here I go. Okay. Rainbow flags. Rainbow flags. The first time I saw this church, it was covered in flags. I had to be picked up from Anytown, a social justice summer camp run by ACE, and the church was decked out in rainbow flags. Do I really have to describe it? I think we all know what the church is going to look like this June. Anyway, I was raised Baptist, quite a different setup than us UUs, and I remember quite clearly the first time the pastor talked about queer people. Said he'd never marry a couple of the same sex, that it was his right not to. I remember sitting in that pew and just freezing. So you can imagine my surprise to find a church covered in pride flags. Fast forward a couple years, and I was hanging up the very flags I was shocked by and which welcomed me in. Because of Reverend Julie, I participated in the first ever Interfaith Youth Tour 4 years ago. And she led us around, gave us a tour, and I couldn't help but think, this is so different than any other church I've been in. And what do you mean you have pagans here? But under all of my surprise, there was a flicker of hope of maybe this is somewhere I can find a spiritual home. It took me almost a year. I had to wait to get my driver's license, but I finally got myself out of bed way early than I had been getting up any other Sunday and drove myself the 15 minutes here. I was overwhelmed. I suppose I looked a little like a little lost squirrel that had somehow found its way inside and was trying to get back out a window. But this community welcomed me in. I can remember the first person I talked to, Michael, who immediately led me to Courtney. I feel at ease with her kindness. So I kept coming and coming and coming until I became a member 3 months later. And I've been here ever since. It's been hard, I'll admit, between theater, depression, being the only one in my family who goes, but I keep coming because of this community. Mystery pals, circle mixers, Mayday, cups meetings, youth group. I show up when I can because of this community. This Unitarian Universalist church makes me feel at home. You are the reason I show up. I'm excited to start my new journey with college, but I'm sad I can no longer be here in person every Sunday because this community means so much to me.
As a theater person, you should take a bow. So that's Chai, y'all. Y'all definitely need to get to know Chai, especially before they leave for college. So thank you, Chai, for sharing a little bit of your story with us. So we're celebrating something kind of sacred today, the growing hearts, minds, and spirits all together. We are celebrating religious education, not just the classes that take place downstairs, not just the lessons prepared during the week, not just the crafts and stories and songs. We celebrate the whole living practice of learning in community together. Because in Unitarian Universalism, religious education is not just something the children receive. It's more than that. It's something the whole congregation creates together. Every conversation over coffee, experience, every moment of courage, every time someone says, "You belong here." All of it teaches. All of it shapes us. All of it becomes part of our shared faith. And at the center of that celebration is joy. Not just a shallow joy, Ezio talked about this. Not a pretend everything is just fine joy, but a deep joy. The kind that rises when people feel safe enough to be themselves, curious enough to keep learning, and connected enough to know that they are not alone. So one of the gifts our children often offer to the world is their natural curiosity. You saw some of that earlier with our owl friends. Children ask questions that adults sometimes stop asking, like why, how, what if, who decided that? Adults do ask that one. Can we do it differently? Children remind us that wonder is holy. And our faith says those questions matter. In fact, our faith depends on them. We are a people who believe that asking questions is a spiritual practice. That's a thing we do. We don't ask people to check their minds at the door. We invite people to bring their whole lives, their whole selves, their doubts, their hopes, their experiences, their questions, their imaginations every time they come in the door. Religious education in a UU community is not about memorizing the right answers, because none of us have those. It's about helping people become thoughtful, compassionate, courageous human beings. It's about helping children and adults alike ask, how do we care for one another? How do we build justice together? How do we repair harm? And the beautiful thing is, we explore these questions together. A congregation is one of the few places left in society where multiple generations regularly come together with a shared purpose. How many rooms do you walk into that look like this? That have young and old all together? We regularly gather together for a shared purpose with babies, children, youth, parents, elders, grandparents, teachers, seekers, all learning side by side. And that matters. Because children are not only the future of this church, they are fully a part of this church right now. Their laughter blesses this space. Their questions deepen our theology. Their honesty calls us back to what matters most. Sometimes a child will ask a question so direct, you've witnessed this, so direct that it cuts through all the complicated language that adults use. A child might ask, why are people mean? Why don't we just share? How do we know when someone is loved? And suddenly we remember that faith is not meant to stay abstract. Faith is meant to shape how we live every day. And youth do this too, maybe a little differently. They challenge us to live our values authentically. They ask whether our actions match our words. They imagine futures more just and more expansive than the ones many adults have settled for. And that reminds us that transformation is still possible. And adults, believe it or not, adults are still growing too. That maybe is one of the most important truths we can model for the young people in our world, that becoming never ends. We are still learning how to apologize. We are still learning how to listen. We're still learning how to speak up when we're scared, and we're still learning how to love more bravely. So religious education doesn't end with graduation or bridging or even adulthood. Learning and growth is a lifelong spiritual work, and it rarely happens in isolation. It happens in community. It happens when someone remembers your name, when a teacher prepares a lesson after a long week, or when a caregiver brings their children to church, even on those chaotic mornings. Anybody had a chaotic morning lately? When those volunteers show up month after month because they believe that the young people of our church matter. When the elders share stories of their wisdom. When youth mentor younger children. When people sing together. When people grieve together. When people celebrate together. That is faith formation. It's not about perfection. It's not about performance. It's all about our relationship where joy grows. Joy that happens when people experience belonging and that belonging is sacred. Especially in a world that often tells people they're not enough. You're not smart enough. You're not young enough. You're not old enough. You're not successful enough. You're not worthy enough. Our faith teaches us something very different. You are worthy because you exist. You are valuable because you are human. You belong because love already claims you. Imagine what that means for these children growing up hearing that message consistently, or what it means to a teenager who's navigating their identity and uncertainty. Imagine what it means for an adult who's carrying grief or exhaustion, or an elder wondering if their gifts still matter. Religious education at its best reminds every person your life has dignity, your questions matter, and your spirit is unfolding, and today we pause to celebrate all of that. We celebrate those preschoolers who are learning the kindness. We celebrate those elementary children who are discovering fairness. The teens exploring their identity and relationships with honesty and care because I talked about it in OWL. We see it in the adults who are rediscovering wonder, to the elders who are teaching us to continue to grow and dream, and we celebrate all of the volunteers who nurture these journeys for all of us. Communities like ours are built intentionally. One story, one lesson, one conversation, one act of welcome at a time. And perhaps that's the deepest purpose of religious education, not simply just to pass along information, not just to do it that easily, but to shape people capable of living with compassion, curiosity, joy, people who know how to care for each other and imagine a better world and understand that love is something we practice every day. So today, may we celebrate our community in all of the ways it nurtures growth. May we honor the sacred work of learning and teaching. May we give thanks for every child, every youth, every adult, every elder, every volunteer, every caregiver, every teacher, every person who helps love grow here. And may we continue to become together, because the work of religious education is ultimately the work of helping one another become more fully human. And that is holy work indeed, my friends. Amen and blessed be. Now I would like to recognize a few people who've been volunteering to be downstairs with our children and youth. So our, yes, Brooke, that means you. Brooke just got called out by her own child. I'd love to call up Brooke. I'd love to call up Kate. I'd love to call up McCall. I see you back there. I'm trying to see if any of our other teachers are here today who've been teaching in RE. Well, Miss Amethyst is staff. We still love her, trust me. But I just wanted to bring these fine folks forward. I don't see any of my other teachers here. So, these lovely, lovely folks have been spending lots and lots of time downstairs with our youngest friends. And I just want us to take a second to appreciate them. So these are the grown-ups who said yes to showing up, to listening deeply, to guiding with care and curiosity. Thank you. You have helped create spaces where our young people can wonder, question, grow, belong. You've shared not just your time, but your spirit to help nurture our youngest amongst us. We are deeply grateful for each of you and the love that you bring into this work. So again, please help join me in recognizing these fabulous people. Now you can... I made them hurt. All right, now for the juicy part. Time to recognize our bridgers. So now we're celebrating a special kind of journey, one not made with suitcases, but with growing hearts and curious minds. In our RE program, bridging means stepping forward into a new circle of learning, carrying with us all that we have discovered and all that we are still becoming. And as they move to a new class level, we honor both where they have been and where they are going. So let's recognize a few of our friends. We're going to recognize our friends that are moving from the purple room to lower elementary because they are starting kindergarten this year. So let's see, I know Grissom is here. Come here, Grissom. Who else is, I don't see any of my other friends that are starting kindergarten yet. Rosie, are you starting kindergarten this year? You have another year, right? Thank goodness, oh goodness. I'm like, so this is my friend Grissom, and he is starting kindergarten this year, which means he gets to go to the blue classroom next year. Yay! So, oh, who's the blue guy? Sorry. So we have a special present for you because you are going to shape the world, Grissom. So inside this bag is some special tools for you to help shape the future, okay? Play-Doh! Thank you, my friend. Oh, and a unicorn, because everyone needs a unicorn. Excellent. All right, Grissom, we'll see you next fall in the blue room. So our next group is going to be our friends who are moving from the blue room to the yellow room. So that is going to be Ezio, Leighton, and then Ren and Lula, but I don't think either of them are here. So these friends are moving into 3rd grade. So they're moving to the yellow classroom. So we have a special gift for you because you shine so brightly. We got you a little special something so you can keep shining. It really works. All right, friends. We'll see you next fall in the yellow classroom. Woohoo! All right, my friends. And then, let's see. I don't think we have, oh, next is our middle schoolers that are moving to high school. I don't know how this happened. So I need Sebastian and Kaya and Ollie and Chloe. These are all of our friends that are going to be high schoolers in the fall. Oh, never mind, go sit down. Kaya's not as old as I thought they were. I know, I put the name, sometimes Miss Courtney makes some mistakes. What? I know, it's shocking. So we have a special gift for you because you are now the leaders, my friends. You light the way. There is a unicorn. There is also a unicorn in there as well. But I got you we got you special chalices for you to have so that you can have your own chalice at home and light the way for those younger friends that you're going to lead, right? Oh gosh, we're in trouble, y'all. All right, thanks, friends. So the next part is Reverend Julie with our high school bridgers.
All right, I've got the part for the tissue. I do need to ask Chai and Calliope and their families that are here to come up here. I also need some extra help. I need some elders who want to come up and stand with these folks. I need my young adults to stand over here, and I need some high school and middle schoolers over here too. So I need everybody over here except the young adults. Do you want to welcome or do you want to send away? There you go. All right. I need some young adults up here. Where are my young adults? I'm not going to define the age, but you're out here. This is like the bragging rights I have as a minister that there's so many of you. So get up here. Seriously, all my minister friends are like, you have young adults at your church? I'm like, yeah, I do. Great job. Thank y'all. All right, so let me give you yours. And where are my youth? My youthies? Okay. And my bridgers are here. And somebody could help me pass out the rest of these to families and other folks. Okay. All right, can y'all join up here so everybody can see? Can you kind of come around? Yeah, like maybe get in here. Let's do this. All right, so in our community, as Courtney has been talking about all day, we are trying to prepare our kids for the future. And the way that we do that with this particular ritual is by acknowledging that we are not able to fully prepare anybody. But we are giving them the tools, we are giving them the place to come home, we are giving them the support that they need for their next transition. So as our high schoolers prepare to go into their next phase of life, we want to acknowledge that we have been there for them, we have watched them grow and flourish, and we are going to be there on the other side as they continue this journey. So before we do our ritual piece, I'd like our two graduates who are here to come introduce themselves and to share what is happening next. So who would like to go first? Calliope?
Hi, I'm Calliope. I'm graduating from Hoover High School, and I'm going to be going to UAB in the fall, and I will be majoring in neuroscience.
Hi, again, I'm Chai, and I'm going to Oglethorpe to double major in technical theater and special education.
We are so proud of you both and for all that you have been a part of at this community, watching you grow and be a part of this. And please know you are always welcome home here, whatever you need, okay? So I'd ask those who are up here with me to join in and all right, so everybody over here, let's start it off. Today we honor the youth among us, you who are stepping beyond and away and toward.
Today we share in your journey and encourage your discovery.
Today we welcome your energy and offer you a safe space to grow. Today we celebrate your hopes and dreams. Come live, breathe, thrive, and rejoice. Your time is now.
Today we applaud you for all you have been, for all you are now, for all you will be.
Today marks an ending so that I may begin again to hope and do and learn and be.
Today you cross this bridge. Go now and explore with wonder. We will support and nurture you. You are the future.
Today you cross this bridge. Go now and make choices that make you happy. We will support and nurture you. You are amazing.
Today you cross this bridge. Be patient and hopeful. We will support and nurture you. You are an inspiration.
Today I cross this bridge and join in fellowship. Let me grow, but don't let me go.
Today we share a special place. Together we learn, together we love, together we grow. And before we allow these two amazing people to cross over the bridge, I just want to point out what is in their gifts, because as you all have figured out by now, with all of the gifts Courtney has given, this is a very symbolic moment, right? So both of them have a book that Courtney has picked out. This is our young adult compilation from the UUA, as well as a chalice necklace that has their graduation year on it. They also have a waffle maker to remind them that you are forged in fire and whatever comes out is goodness. And finally, painstakingly through my child labor and my beloved son, you have a potted plant with seeds in it, and the dirt is from the church grounds that Stark dug up for you. But I was reading a meditation this week about how religious education is all about discernment. And this is not about, we're not teaching you the right answers. We are teaching you how to find diamonds in the dirt. And so I have put diamonds in your dirt to remind you that this is all about discernment and we are here. And what happens with this plant next is up to you. It needs some water and care, but to remind you that we are always here with you and have been a part of your journey. So with that, Calliope, would you like to cross over? Chai, would you please join us? Oh, and here are your gifts that I gave out so. Dun, dun, dun. We love you both. We have cards out in the narthex on the glass table for all of our graduates, so please be sure to sign those before you leave. But let's give one more applause to our graduates. Thank you all. You may head back to your seats.
Thank you. I love that they're all handing it back to me so nicely. Now, if I can find. So, please rise and embody our spirit to sing our closing hymn. You are supposed to read that, but that's okay. Number 1018, Come and Go With Me in the teal hymnal. If you would like to join the church what are you guys, I don't know what they're doing, I apologize. If you would like to join the church this morning, please come forward and sign 1018. Are you done asking me questions?
No, because that's what you do.
I know. Okay. If you would like to join the church this morning, please come forward and sign the book during the closing hymn. Now these two will lead our hymn.
Come and go with me to that land where I'm bound. Come and go with me to that land. Come and go be singing in that land where I'm bound. There will be singing in that land. There will be singing in that land. There will be singing in that land where I'm bound. Don't do that again, please don't.
Please check out your order of service and your connection card for upcoming events. For all of the following, please sign up on the connection card if interested. Please return your connection cards to the ushers at the end of the service. We also have the following announcements. Summer camp registration is open. If you have any questions, please reach out to Courtney. We are still taking bids for the painting that was done on Easter Sunday, and we are still taking orders for prints at $30 a piece. Please see the sign up posted with the painting. And now Reverend Julie has a special announcement.
Just for the record, I did not want to do this today, but the time has come. So Kate, would you please join me up here? We're going to get through this together. Should I recap what's happening? For people, are you wanting it?
I'm moving to the Netherlands.
Rip off the Band-Aid.
Yeah,
Fine.
this isn't my last Sunday here. I have one more. This sucks. Okay, I wrote some stuff I wanted to say though before I leave. Okay. Oh God, I'm so bad at this. Okay. When I joined UUCB 7 years ago, I had no idea how integral this community would become in my life. I expected to find community, but I did not expect the breadth of what I gained. The people here have become some of my closest friends. I leave my home on Sunday mornings eager to see them, to hug them, and to discuss the details of our lives together. And each week after service, I miss them so deeply. I didn't expect to find purpose here, but it was inescapable. I found that here I was trusted to do hard things, to take on responsibility without jumping through hoops to prove my merit. Here I am needed and appreciated, and I am noticed when I'm not around. When word began to spread that Trevor and I were moving to the Netherlands, you all reacted with such joy and happiness for me, but there was also a sadness. In a way, I feel like our decision to move to the Netherlands is a coward's cry. I feel immense comfort knowing that good people, like you people in this room, are staying here to fight for justice and to live our values. You are braver than me, and I'm so proud to know you. If you're wondering why my husband Trevor isn't standing here with me, it's not because he didn't want to be here or because he didn't offer to be, but because he knows, as I do, that this place is uniquely mine. This church is so sacred to me, and he knew I needed the space and freedom to say goodbye. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for everything you've given me.
Don't go anywhere. As I just said to Kate, that was her hardest part. Now I have to follow that. Saying goodbye is one of the harder parts of community. It's one of those pieces where we realize that when we love someone and they are leaving us for wonderful, good reasons, not cowardice, but for good reasons, we want to feel the sadness of it and we want to say goodbye. We don't want Kate to just disappear one day and not know where she's going. That's why this ritual is important for her. It's important for all of us to get to say goodbye. Our community is more whole because of every person who is here. And when people leave, there is a gap that cannot be filled by any other person. And Kate's gap is going to be pretty substantial. For those of you who forgot, she's talking about how hard this is. Get up here. Kate led our church as board president. She has done very hard things for our community. She has also been a part of our right relations team. She has helped when there is conflict in the community for people to resolve their conflict amicably. That is not easy work. And she also teaches RE despite not having children in the program. So I say to all of you lovingly, there is no excuse. She is a model for us all. And so we cannot let her go without a proper goodbye. So I would like to ask her family to get up here first. And then I would like to ask any of you who would like to come up and lay hands on her or gather around as we lay hands on Kate and wish her well on her journey. Those of you who are still seated, if you would please extend your hands out, as I know you have love for Kate too. And if everyone here would touch an arm or a back or some other consensual place. Kate, you are a treasured member of our community, and we will miss you so much. You are held in love and spirit and grace. Across the miles, know that we love you and we are always with you. We are always here for you. You taught us during the pandemic that distance cannot keep people apart. And so we're going to make that real, because we're going to cross an ocean of love for you. And I know that you have a lot to pack, but you have to take this. This is water from our water communion with oil from my ordination to remind you of how loved you are and how we are all surrounding you in this journey. So everyone, if you'll please join me and repeat after me our leaving ritual, folks. This day we send you forth, but we will not forget you. This day we release you into the universe's keeping, even as we hold you in gladness and love. We will always joyfully welcome you back to this home of your soul. May you always be reminded of our love. Please join me in honoring Kate. Kate is going to be back with me after the service for you all to greet her. And she will be here in 2 weeks. I just won't be, so that's why we were doing this today. So I invite you to share whatever you would like to share with Kate in the meantime. So thank you all for participating in our ritual. And Lily is up.
May your wonder be bigger than your fear. May questions lead you gently into truth, not control. May you meet the unknown with wide eyes and let your spirit be surprised.